Hi everyone, this is Deoki, your swim coach. Great to see you again. In this video, we'll connect your arm movements using the butterfly wave motion. The first goal is to master your one-arm butterfly by practicing one side, either your right or left, over and over. What I mean is, if you're right-handed, just keep practicing with your right arm. And if you're left-handed, I mean you should keep practicing with your left arm. In other words, exactly. If you can't even do your right arm butterfly properly, don't move on to the left arm or both arms. Focus only on mastering your one arm butterfly smoothly and completely. Never forget that. So, I'm a left side breather. That's why I'll focus on perfecting my left arm butterfly in this practice. And if you're more comfortable with your right side, feel free to go with your right arm instead. Now, when doing one arm butterfly, rotate your arm so the back of your hand gently leads forward. In two arm butterfly as well, let your hand turn slightly outward. As for your fingers, don't spread them, don't press them together, just keep them relaxed and natural. This applies to every stroke I teach. Always keep your fingers relaxed. And as I mentioned before, keep your wrists straight as well. Got it? Whether you're swimming freestyle, one-arm butterfly, or two-arm butterfly, make sure the back of your hand leads slightly forward as you recover your arm. Alright, let's take a look. If your wave motion is too shallow, your timing has to be much quicker, so I go a little deeper to move slowly and more smoothly. First, try to go a bit deeper into the wave, and don't breathe this time. Whoa, sounds strange, right? Let me say it again, no breathing during this drill. So how far should you come up? When you pull, your body rises, and your shoulders slightly come out of the water. Then, as you rotate your arm and follow the wave, you dip back in. Lift your hand a little, and you will rise again. As you pull again during the wave, your shoulders come up once more. As your shoulders rise slightly out of the water, rotate your arm and glide back in. Then lift your hand slightly to give a gentle wave motion. As you pull again and your shoulder comes up, rotate your arm and ride the wave once more. Watch closely. Remember, there's no breathing here. As your arm enters the water, wave. As you pull, wave. Enter, wave. Pull, wave. It's all about the rhythm. Your head stays underwater the whole time. Only your shoulders come up slightly as you ride the wave. That's why you're doing this without taking a breath. So you're doing this 2 or 3 times, or even 4, without breathing, just moving smoothly. And remember, no kicking here. Without kicking, just using the wave, rotate your arm as your shoulder comes slightly out of the water. That's the moment to rotate. When the shoulder rises, you rotate. Then you dip back into the water, and as you lift your hand and pull, you come back up again. Wave again, lift, pull, and rise. Wave again, but don't lift your head. When your shoulder comes slightly out of the water, that's when you swing your arm over. Got it? This is the key point. You need to get the feel of swinging your arm right when your shoulder comes out just a little. That's how you can do butterfly properly. If you swing your arm before the shoulder comes out, or if. Or if your shoulder comes out too much when you swing your arm, it becomes inefficient. So when I pull just a little, my shoulder comes out. That's when I rotate my arm and ride the wave. So this is how it's done. This part is really important. By doing one-arm butterfly without breathing and getting a feel for your shoulder coming out of the water, you will be ready to move on to the next step. If you skip this step and move straight to full butterfly, it's going to be very difficult. So make sure to learn how to do one-arm butterfly without breathing first. Now let's try adding breathing. So what happens when you add breathing? Well, some swimmers breathe straight forward while doing one-arm butterfly. When you breathe straight forward like this, it can be quite hard for beginners. So don't try one-arm butterfly while breathing straight forward. It's much easier to breathe to the side. If you're a beginner, I recommend breathing to the side. Whether it's your right or left side, that's totally fine. So what I'm saying is, when doing one-arm butterfly, make sure to breathe to the side. Some people tend to swing their arm to the side during one-arm butterfly. In two-arm butterfly, that can work. But for one-arm butterfly, your arm should go over the top and enter from above. What happens to the direction of your power if you swing your arm out to the side? The force ends up going diagonally, because we're using a wave motion to go underwater. Your arm needs to enter from above and go down into the water. So your arm should go from top to bottom, right? As you dip into the water and come back up, you need to breathe to the side, whether it's to the right or to the left. Always breathe to the side. Alright then. As you ride the wave and pull, you rise out of the water and turn your head to the side to breathe. Then lift your arm high, dive back in, continue the wave, lift your fingertips, pull through the water, rise up again, and breathe. So that's the way to do it. Move slowly and smoothly. Never pull with force. Even a slow pull gives you plenty of space to breathe. You need to move slowly and smoothly, and don't kick. As your upper body rides the wave, your lower body should follow naturally. Just let your feet gently press the water. If you watch my video, you'll see I don't kick, and there's no splash at all. You need to do it this way so that you can. You need to do it this way so that you can do butterflies smoothly and comfortably. Got it? You can always add the kick later. For now, just focus on gently pressing down as you ride the wave. Let your upper body lead, and your lower body will naturally follow. That's the feeling you want to get. And remember, we're not tricking, right? To sum it up simply, don't swing your arm to the side. Lift it high and ride the wave. Go in just a bit deeper. If you go too shallow and short, your timing gets too fast, and that's not good. My swimming style is slow, precise, and smooth, right? I'm not swimming like a racer right now. It's slow, smooth, and precise swimming, so make sure to follow along slowly and take your time. Only when you go slow enough can you really feel, So this is how my movement works. That's when it starts to make sense. Why is that? Because when you move too fast, you can't really tell what your body is doing. That's why you should always move slowly, and you need to feel how your body is moving as you go. That's the only way to make your form clean and beautiful. Got it? That's why we never rush this. Now, let's review everything we've learned. When practicing one-arm butterfly, start without breathing. Get the feel of your shoulder coming out of the water. When breathing, turn to the side, not to the front. Once you've perfected your one-arm butterfly, move on to the opposite arm and then to both arms. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching.